All right, so last video was in shorts and a t-shirt in December. Well, I'm back in northeast winds where it's cold. I'm back in waders and sweaters, and more appropriate. But fishing a totally different beach today. Kind of similar tactics, but so I haven't fished here before. I'm going to be a little bit more on the fly of, you know, making incremental moves. Do I fish the shoals? Do I fish sloughs? What kind of fish are going to be around, etc., etc. But start with the basics, first light here, and then take it from there. So I'm going to probably just put a couple baits in some deep water here and see what we can do. Wrong kind of trout.
That's an odd looking trout. Hey, either way, it was double.
Yeah, that's good. We got light. That's already always good. That's not a bad size. It's not a bad size Carolina bluefish to kick it out. Judd lost the one I had on the other rod, but yeah. All right, well, better than escape. Holding comfortably with reasonable weight, you know what I'm saying?
The other rod just get bit too? Just that one?
Bluefish. Stay fish. Alright, means we might have to move spots quickly here. Covered up in blues. The water is pretty cool out, so this would be a good time of year to keep them, but yeah, sure seems like we're covered up in them right now, so we'll see how this morning progresses. It might take a little move further north, and that might be the move from there, but starting off with blues. We're on 3 bluefish so far.
Looking like running in waders.
It doesn't look like a bluefish.
Acting like red.
Nice fish, whatever it is. Solid red.
Nice red.
Yeah, man. It's probably it might be an over. There you go. Sweet. I got you, Rob.
Got it. Little tangled.
I have to let him go because he's too big. He has to be smaller.
Man, this is hard right now. This baits are getting pushed around pretty easily. Also, these Sea Striker Sputnik weights are hot trash. I'm trying to get into that white water right past this wave that's rolling right here. Oh, got a bite, guys. Oh, he's going. There he is. He's going. I don't know. Back. I think I dropped him. No, he's on there. There he is. Yeah, he was there. Nah, this one's not a bluefish. This water's so clear here today. Looks like a red, right? Sure looks like it. Yeah, it's a red.
Was he there the whole time?
No.
He came back and ate you?
No, he was. Yeah. He gave me a little bit of slack. So I like to pause just in case, you know, the hook set's not great. I don't want to rip it. I want him to get the line tight again. Usually, it's a slot. Nice.
So pretty out here in this clear water.
Yeah, they are way cooler looking. All right, super quick. Nice red drum in the surf there. Slot red on a piece of shrimp. Easy does it.
There's the fat guy. There he is.
Nah, this is a red. He just wasn't showing himself here. Yeah, that's a red. Just doing this gentle skate thump. This is when you're gonna get a bite. Yeah. So this beach is really shoaly, you can tell. Yeah, there's a huge cloud of birds. I don't know if that's coming up on the tubes there. That's either false albacore or it's been Atlantic bonito around this fall, but I can't get the kayak out there anytime soon, it seems like. So not catching many sea mullets, man. It seems like the reds like this weather. Pretty good one. Wow. That's the one I need right there. Yeah, they're probably kind of just not really heavily schooled up, is my guess. What's that? Almost.
Down fish.
All right, guys. Nice red drum there. Let's see if I goes. He knows where to go.
What?
He said he just knew where to go. He's like, I know. All right, that's red drum number 2. Both of my reds came on the bottom rigs. Judd's got his 2 bites on the high-low rig, so it seems like both are working. They're just trying to keep your bait in a proper strike zone. It's definitely kind of rough out today, so you know, I'm fishing 5 ounces and 2 ounce Sputnik weights, and holding, but definitely not holding like I'd like to. So I've got one rod out pretty far, the one in the middle here. These 2 ones on the end are pretty close in. I don't want to put a 4th one out, it's a little bit turbulent. That's not too bad though, that's 2 reds, 3 bluefish. Gonna hang out here for another like 20-30 minutes, no more bites. Probably make a slight move and take it from there. Yeah, we'll give us a few more minutes and then just make slight adjustments as we lose the tide here. This whole area seems to be pretty shallow, so there's probably some drum around, but you know, caught a couple, and that's cool. And we'll keep moving. That's for sure. I think he's on there. Could be another bluefish. Hey, he's on there. Hey, mullet, found it. First whiting. Not as quite as big as the ones we were catching last week, but
If you're not gonna keep those, I might keep one or two.
you want to eat? Yep.
Yeah, I'll eat
Okay.
I can't say. I know I've had it before, but I do not remember eating it.
I like them a little bit bigger for the most part. They're still fine, but in the bigger ones, it's like you get a little bit more. It's a little easier to just fillet them up and fry them.
Well, diversity.
Yeah, for sure.
Black, brown, redfish, and mullet.
You might have gotten whacked there. I saw your rod do a big bounce, but could be the waves tumbling it.
Those rods are sweet, man. For
This, yeah, steelhead. They're steelhead rods.
Are they? Yeah.
I was losing hope here.
Like a red?
Yeah. I definitely was losing hope here. So we moved to some deeper holes, but this is like crazy hard to hold right now. At least with the wimpy tackle I have. It's like these are those Guggen reels, Guggen rods. This like drops off real quick right here. Okay. I am no sir. This is on the chicken rig. Yeah. I feel like, oh, did I pull? I pulled them. Pulled them. Right at the end there. That's all right. Nice. Late season pompano. Dang, that's a big one too, man.
Yeah.
Dude.
He's a little thick. I'll take that. Might have to stand here a little longer, Elias.
Dang. You have one hook on there or two?
I have 2 hooks on there.
It's a nice one, dude.
Oops, sorry. And the high Tidal was a good one.
Guess so. I think we just don't have the conditions to hold with reasonable weight right there out in that deeper stuff. You have any 10 ounces in your car? Had a bite? Which one? Got a bite on here. Yeah, boy. It's been tough the last hour change though. Not getting too many bites anymore. Judd got a giant pompano, so I'm holding out hope that's what I might have here. This could be a drum though. Could be a whiting. Big whiting. It's a nice one right there, man. That is. I'm leaving to Florida, so Judd's getting some free meat.
Heck yeah, that's a good one.
That is a nice one.
They're pretty fish. Now it's getting better. That tide's getting low.
Yeah, that's about the average of what it's been this fall. This has been the average size.
Not at all.
You want them or I'll put them back?
Yeah, no, I'll take it. Popping on 2 whiting would be good.
Got tacos. All right, that was a pretty good session. Seemed like this style rig seemed to be work a little better today. Just a single hook on a loop, bait holder hook or a circle hook. Nothing fancy. There was a long portion of the tide today where it was basically unfishable. There was just too much current, and the trough wasn't set up properly. We unfortunately have to go, but yeah, now it's a little bit more fishable. We're seeing more whiting now, decent sized ones. I'm sure if I worked for it, I'd see those 16-inch plus. And no more reds now that the tide dumped out. It's just straight whiting, a couple bluefish here and there. But for the most part, a lot of bites. So I went 2 reds, 3 bluefish, 2 whiting, a couple other mystery bites, lost 1 redfish. So on a day like today, just really focused on finding a little bit of water with depth that can get baits down there. I only was able to fish 2 rods because I just need a little room. You know, I don't really fish over 6 ounces very regularly, so usually, you know, I'm fishing for the grubby meat fish in the surf zone, so I'm trying to keep it fun and light tackle oriented, etc. So, but fresh as shrimp, no jewelry, not too much jewelry, nothing like that today. Check out Judd's podcast. He does a North Carolina podcast. I'll put a link in the video's description. Does a couple different things. That pompano he got was awesome. So that was also on a chicken rig. So it seemed like we had a little bit more. And when I say chicken rig, it's basically this, right? That's the high-low rig style. That seemed to have more action on it today for the most part. I think it was just a little easier to control in the conditions. It's been a good fall for the surf. There's been a lot of fish working through the areas, so been having a good time doing that. So, all right, as always, guys, thanks for watching. Check the video's description for links to everything we used. No big changes on the gear today from the last surf video, but different. This rig was more productive today, and having a slightly different approach today was definitely a big difference too. So I didn't have the calm conditions to fish 2 ounces in a live shrimp today, unfortunately. I would have been really curious to see how live shrimp would have done on a little bit more calm day. But maybe we'll come back to this beach, give it another go before winter, you know, really sets in. So, all right, guys, thanks for watching. Catch you on the next video.